Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogi Monster here, along with Stevie B, and welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF as we like to call it.
Hello.
Hope everybody's doing well. It's great to see everybody in chat. Starting to think nobody was going to show up.
I'm going to have to back out. My camera's messed up. There's a delay. It shows me frozen on my side. So, sorry.
All right. Technical difficulties. Mr. Lee, what's up? Hey, Drake, how are you? Griff, welcome. Hey, Catherine. Sharon Guy, how are you? Hey, Sharon. Stevie will be back. I put her on earlier, and her camera was like really delayed. And now it froze, so she'll have to back all the way out and come back in.
It's not even letting me back out. I'm going to restart the computer.
No, you're still here, though.
Am I?
Yeah. Well, we can hear you.
Yeah. Camera-wise, no.
Danny Stain, what's up?
Hi, everybody. Sorry.
Goods Auto. Sorry. Good to see you. So, yeah, sorry we had to take off on Tuesday. Kind of got hit in the eye.
Kind of. You got
and Danny was the closest one. I mean, no, I didn't say, hey, guess what happened? Danny just says probably a fish hook. It wasn't the hook.
He was close.
You were close.
Not a hook, a bobber.
I got hit in the eye with a bobber. It got snagged. When I pulled it out, it went straight up and got to the end of the line and came straight back down. But I looked up and caught that right in the eye. So it scratched the cornea. It doesn't hurt today. So I'm like, I can do this. I don't care what it looks like. But the other day it was nonstop watering and that would cause my nose to run. So it was just a mess. But thank you, everybody, for the well wishes. You guys are awesome.
This isn't even turned on.
My computer?
It's stuck on welcome.
Robert Denduven, how are you? Normally I wear sunglasses, but it was cloudy out, so I didn't have them on. I always have sunglasses on. Except here. Blazer, how are you? LIB, what's up? James Lee, what's happening? Diane Fowler, welcome. What else we got here? We got a bunch of people in here tonight. Hey, Jane. Still crazy, Chris. How are you? Just making sure I get everybody. Man, it looks like shit, doesn't it? Yeah, the whole bottom of it, like halfway across the bottom half, is all bloodshot. Yeah, when I came on, I even came on with the Bell's palsy because I thought that was funny.
You did take a week off, though.
No, I took one day off, I think.
No, you took a whole week off. 2 shows.
I don't know if I did.
Yes, you did. I remember.
Who else is here? Yeah, no, as I was getting at was the pain was a little too much. Luckily, I had some erythromycin. It's a antibiotic for the eye. So that was the only thing I could put in there. I tried putting Visine in there. Ooh, that was a mistake. But yeah, 48 hours later, I feel pretty good. If I close my eye and I look down, like if my certain way I move my eye, it'll hurt, but it's cool. Still getting those damn twitches though, and I think that's from the Bell's palsy. Is the muscles are still coming back. There's all in here right now. It's twitching. Same eye. Did that load yet?
Nope.
That's weird. I don't know why it's taking so long. Michael Haywood, what's up? Sasquatch Seekers, how are you? Elena, welcome. All right. Gonzalo says, I've had wood embedded in my eye once and another time had to have metal drilled out of my eye. Oh. Ouch. No, I've scratched it before. But this kind of scared me when it happened. Because immediately I went for my eye and it was warm and wet and I'm thinking blood, but it was just tears. It immediately started watering. Stevie's still working on her side. We'll get her up. Excuse me. You know what? Did I even? Yeah, I did. I got to copy the link. So Stevie will be with us in a minute. But for those of you who are new, welcome. If you've never been with us before, what I do is I put the link in chat, and anybody's welcome in chat to click on that link. So if you're not in chat and you want to come on, go hop in chat. Just follow the directions. Pretty simple. All I ask is that you turn off YouTube when you do click on the link, so we don't get that nasty feedback. Also, at the bottom of the screen, you'll see stop cam. You can hit stop cam if you don't want to be on camera. It's pretty simple. So, link is in chat. What's going on over there?
It's the camera or something. I don't know if it's frozen. Don't worry about it. There's a delay. It's still doing the same thing.
Well, the audio is fine on this side, so if you want to put on, just put up your, what do you call it, avatar. Breeze, how are you? Oh, right on, Sharon. She's got good news today from doctor. Today, no infections and no bacteria on my skin. Cellulitis is gone. Whoop, whoop. Right on. Good for you.
Good. That's cool.
Absolutely. Hey, Lulu. See, it's always good to hear good news. Will do, Drake. Smokes, good job. Take care of your eye, brother. Yeah, I put that stuff, the erythromycin in before I go to bed. Because once it's in, I can't see shit. I did work yesterday, and driving was a little weird. Because this is my bad eye, like as far as vision goes. With this one screwed up, I was like, driving was funky.
So weird.
Still delayed. Yeah. I don't know why. What would cause that?
I don't know. I unplugged the camera and plugged it back in. Yeah. The plug. The power plug.
It's got to be on the tape. I didn't even turn on this light. Hold on. Guys, we're starting shit out still. I don't know where the plug would be.
Is it on the floor? It's okay. Do your thing. I got this.
Well, one's going to be the speaker and the other one.
I think it's over here.
Actually, I have to follow a cord. Hold on, guys.
Thank you.
we've been moving stuff around and cleaning up after Christmas and stuff. Speaking of, this is kind of interesting. Let me turn this down.
I think it might be okay.
So on our, we had our tree up, and on the windowsill we had 3 lights, just like this. Screw on, comes on. Now there's no
there's no button.
Photo electric eye that tells you if it's dark or light and goes on. It's just twist on, twist off. There's one still. We had 3 of them.
The one in the middle.
The one in the middle. Now we haven't touched them. We don't touch this one. It goes on every night by itself. What's up, Mike?
Hey.
It goes on every night by itself. I'll show you if you can see it. It's right on the bottom there. I don't know what that other one is, a reflection. But yeah, it just sits in the window. You don't touch it. And every night it goes on, and then every morning it goes off. I don't know what time it goes off, but it's bizarre.
The last couple of nights, tonight and last night, it's gone off it's gone on. We've noticed it on around the same
between
time.
7:30 and 8 o'clock.
Yeah, just before 8. It's weird. I don't know.
Tracy Dover, welcome. What's going on, Mike?
Hey, first time on a computer, so it's a little weird, but.
Oh, really? What do you usually? Oh, you're always using your phone, right?
Always, yeah. I finally got this. I just had to do a bunch of stuff. Now I know what you mean when you're always like, "Oh, turn off YouTube in the background." When I do it from my phone, I leave the show. When I do it on the computer, I could still hear you talking while I'm sitting there like typing in my.
Yeah, that's why you have to turn it off.
Yeah, I mean, I just assumed maybe. Yeah, whatever.
So yeah, I was just talking about this light that's in my window. It's just this Christmas light, dollar store special.
Dollar General,
whatever.
Pack for $5.
And this thing, it goes on and off by itself like every night.
Yeah,
it goes on, stays on, then goes off, and it doesn't have a photo sensor, and it's where it because the other ones would stay on all day. If I turned them on and left them on, this I don't even touch, and it goes on, then it goes off.
It's weird.
Something's in this house.
You unplug it and it still does it. You got a real problem.
No, if I took the batteries out, then it would be.
Oh, that's the thing. The batteries should probably be dead by now.
Yeah, right.
They were the dollar store battery.
Yeah.
Dog man, how's it going? Michael Haywood, good to see you.
He kept thinking I was turning it on. I'm thinking he's turning it on. And neither one of us are touching him. It was funny. I was eating dinner on the couch earlier, and
she didn't have her legs on.
My legs are off. I was just kicked back on the couch, and he's like, "Did you touch that?"
I knew she couldn't have.
I kicked my legs out from under the pillow I had sitting on my lap. I'm like, yeah, no, that wasn't me.
I'm over here. I've been over here.
Well, she couldn't reach it, but it was just bizarre. I even asked her last night too. I was like, "You did that, didn't you?"
I was in the kitchen when we both noticed that it was on.
It's just bizarre, man. It'll be off all day. As soon as it gets dark, boom, it pops on.
And it's not like when it's as it's getting dark. It's like when it's dark, then it comes on.
Doesn't just
It's dark all the way.
Anyway. Just thought we'd share. It's the ghost of that fish that got away. If it got away, it wouldn't be a ghost.
True. All right, let's see if it works.
How you feeling? Any better yet?
Yeah, no, it doesn't hurt as much. It just looks like shit.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey.
Yay!
Hey. I think it's working okay. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's weird because when I plugged the power in, that's when the camera started acting okay.
Oh, the battery might be low.
No, it's not really. I don't think.
Huh.
I mean, it doesn't look like it is. Not to where it's dying.
That's
No,
it's working.
it's odd. Everything acts weird in this house.
It does. Yeah, I don't know. I want to get into luck, but I don't know if I've had any luck in this house yet.
You mean
Oh, the Bell's palsy, get hit in the eye, my dog dies. I mean, everything's going on, and like since we moved into this place,
Yeah.
I'm not jinxing it. I'm just saying. It's
No.
weird.
Well,
And that was
Stevie,
good.
brighten this place up already. We're over here grimming it up.
Yeah, sorry guys, I didn't mean to go there.
Yeah, you kind of took it
That's
back.
what you get when we see how important you are, Stevie.
Drake says looking good, Stevie B.
See,
Thank you. Hey, Drake.
we didn't get it looking good.
That'd be kind of weird.
Sharon guy says my kitchen light has come on twice now. I have no idea why. Maybe I'm sleepwalking. Sharon
Okay.
says it's K on her end.
Thank you. Good to know.
Well, now why is this?
Hey, Sharon. I'm glad you're feeling better, and I'm glad you got
I
good
acted
news.
up.
That's amazing. I'm happy.
Mm.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I had that. I had that once too, and it was like terrible.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep popping the link in chat so anybody can click on, come hang out.
Still on top messages. Get it together
I'm always
eventually.
on top messages
Oh yeah,
on StreamYard.
Hey, Diane.
yeah, I do that all the time.
I forget, and then I wonder why it's not moving. Like, I know there's people in chat, but it tends to drag.
Well, it doesn't do it on StreamYard, or I know on YouTube Live it does it.
I think.
Did you get a haircut?
Who?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, who?
No, no.
Gary, what's up?
Hey,
Oh,
Gary.
am I covering up behind?
Yeah. Every time I go to click on it, it moves.
No, I don't know why I'm wearing a hat. It just happened.
Mr. Lee.
I wear a hat to work or at work. Like literally, I put it on when I get there and take it off when I get back to the truck. I'm just not a hat person.
Yeah. Sometimes it depends which one. Sometimes when I get a nice one like these are like this is like a snapback, but when I get a good one, like there's the ones that are like elastic all the way around. And when I get one like a good one like that fits nice, I always ruin it somehow, some way eventually.
You overwear it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, it's you'd think that's about it, but like usually it's like I ran it over my car, something like stupid, you know what I mean? Like just it's always something stupid.
Graz, what's up?
To the point where the brim is not like my
Lost
favorite
track.
hat the other day,
I'm
like 2
watching
days ago,
Attack on
I dropped it in a big puddle. It was pouring rain today.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Grasshopper.
Let me work on the volume because I'm probably talking over you here.
No, actually, you're
All right.
well, no. Can't hear us talk except when we sound like.
You're right. I don't want to know what I sound like. Anyways.
Where are all the mods? What mods?
Right?
You're it, Mr. Lee.
Tag, you're it.
You're it. Who do I give a wrench to?
Griff, if you're still listening, good to see you. Hope to make it back. I was scrolling back. I had to. So I haven't seen anything in chat. Greetings, Danny.
Aussie Sue, good day. Welcome. Anyway. Time to employ the infamous Nightbot.
No, don't do it.
I wouldn't.
It's like the kiosk of YouTube. It's like
The kiosk.
yeah, like you know how kiosk takes people's jobs. Like,
Oh.
like you know, you used to
This
go to an
job's
airport.
underpaid anyway, so.
Well, you used to go to an airport, right? And like there'd be like 15, 20 people like at each plate, at east airline, and they'd take your tickets, check you in, whatever. Now it's like, you know, there's just a thing. Like same thing like at least at the VA. There used to be a person at every desk. Now there's just a thing there. And you like you put your card in and you check yourself in and like it doesn't replace people.
Well, you can do that here with your vehicle registration.
Yeah, right.
You can do it in the mail, or you can go and then just go up to this machine with your, I think you have to register it or whatever. You just put the whatever in, and you get your stickers for your license plate and everything right from looks like an ATM machine.
Yeah, every one of those, and the way I look at it is every single one of those that pop up took somebody's job. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, at least one.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Judy.
Judy Wheeler. See ya.
We got 55 watching. Awesome.
Lightning started up. Yeah, we got some rain a little bit ago. Didn't think we were going to get much.
This has been a crazy week and a half.
Bored. Well, we got through the storms okay, and thank you for everybody that was asking and
Absolutely.
well wishes and prayers there. Some of the people on the Panhandle, well, a lot of people on the Panhandle got hit hard. It's a mess up there. So prayers for anybody up there.
Yeah, prayers. I think the first tornado to touch down of the season was in Fort Lauderdale for the 2024 season. That was the first one that hit Fort Lauderdale. That was the first one in the United States.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But yeah, there's going to be more snow this week. It's going to be more north and northeast, but probably more north than the northeast. Minnesota, all up that way. Be careful if you live up there. I know there's a lot of people up in Michigan and Minnesota and Wisconsin and that whole area. You're about to get your ass kicked. So be careful out there. And there's also, we're supposed to get more south. There's going to get more rain again and wind and
yeah, but tomorrow's supposed to be, I think the high's supposed to be like 76 tomorrow. It's ick. I
saw on the weather. I looked at my phone and it said 15 degrees warmer than today, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Sharon's like, Walmart has 2 cashiers. Ugh, so aggravating. It's
funny because anytime we go to the store, Muggs, he doesn't want to go to the self-checkout. He's like, I don't work here.
If I do the work, is my groceries going to be a little cheaper? No.
But you get out of there a lot faster, I think.
Well, yeah. If you
unless the damn register, says wait for attendant, then you got to wait for 20 minutes, flag somebody down.
Yeah, but then, like, if you're going to go on the checkout with the cashier, you always end up behind somebody who's got like 2 full baskets, and you know, Diane says it was 58 here today. I don't know what it was today. It was about 60.
Yeah, it was about the same, I want to say.
That's crazy.
It actually felt like it got cooler this afternoon when it got cloudy. You know, early afternoon. It dropped a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't know it was supposed to rain tonight. And
Yeah,
you
I've
mentioned it. I was
read
like,
about all
what?
day.
It's sure
You're like,
shit.
no. Then
About an hour later, it's raining. I'm like, oh, I guess you were right.
wow. I don't think I've heard that.
I'll let it go to your head.
I was wondering why it was so quiet and he had dogs outside still.
Sharon Guy says it's supposed to get in the 20s here next week, and I'm not
Oh
going
yeah,
anywhere.
there's
Yeah, I will.
Arctic front
Blast.
coming down, blast
Yeah.
coming down.
All through the country.
Yeah, for down there. I mean, that's pretty close to like northern Florida, right? Like that whole line. Yeah, that's cold for down there.
Gotta clean up in aisle 4. Grass
delayed.
says,
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
watch the front come from here from Seattle. Oh, from here in Seattle. Headed your way with a deep freeze. Yeah.
Mr. Lee said the Day After Tomorrow movie where everything freezes.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, that is a good movie.
I've seen that movie a bunch of times.
I've probably only seen it once, but I remember it was a good movie. Maybe a couple times.
That and what's the one we just watched? 2012. Was that the one with John Cusack and
Yes, I believe so.
yeah, and Woody Harrelson? And
There's a new one that takes place on Long Island. I think it's called, but it's a whole different story. It's like I think-
Housewives of Long Island. No.
it's so inaccurate too. Like it's funny because it's supposed to be Riverhead, which is like the place that they're in is not like a Riverhead house. And then regardless, like there's a point where like they go to like the shore and like they're looking at New York City, which is like you just can't do it from here. Like it's just,
Well, because why? I mean, you're looking north and south on the beaches, but you can't see the city from one point.
you have to be really close to it.
Okay.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like you got to be like, I mean,
Just the other side of Queens.
you can't even see it from a lot of Nassau County. So forget about Suffolk. Yeah,
Yeah.
we pretty much like it. Pretty much you look at like Connecticut on a clear day, you can see Connecticut but
From the North Shore.
Yeah. I mean, I can't see Manhattan until I'm damn near in the Bronx, you know?
Right? Until you come out of the tunnel or go over the bridge.
Yeah.
Freeze.
Anyone see the Y Files channel? No, I haven't.
It's
Good
good.
channel.
It's not bad. They did a Montauk thing, and they took a
You
lot
know
of
what? I might have seen it.
they took a lot of Montauk and Stranger stuff and used it, which was cool.
What's up, Val? What else? Dan's got to take the dog out. John Cusack looks like his face melted now with all that plastic surgery. I haven't seen it.
So does his sister, Joan.
Joan.
Yeah, she's almost. You almost can't recognize her until you hear her talk,
Oh,
and you
really?
realize it's her. Yeah. I
I don't
forget
get
what
that.
I just recently
don't
saw
get
her
that
in.
at all. Just age and get it over with.
I forget what I just recently seen her in.
I think Dolly Parton says if it sags, bags, and drags, she has it nipped, clipped, and tucked and sucked,
Snip.
and just totally straightened out, or whatever. She's a fan of plastic surgery. but her face doesn't look like she's had too much. It's like, look at Kenny Rogers when he did the surgery. It was like, oh, wait a minute, what the hell happened?
Yeah. Catherine said, Madonna, ew.
I saw. I don't even know where I saw a
It
clip.
was a short, I think.
Yeah, it was a
When she
short or
was on
something. Like, what is
stage.
she wearing? It depends, or is she wearing a diaper?
Madonna?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's still performing, and it's not good.
Yeah.
She's got to retire.
Oh, I didn't see the performance. I just saw
Yeah.
the comment in the picture.
Well, it was during a performance.
Her
They were showing that it looks like she was wearing a Depends.
her memorabilia is gonna be like, crazy. Like when she goes, forget about it.
Ozzy Sue said, I agree, Mogs. I'm growing old naturally.
It's the way to do it. It's the way God intended, I believe.
You know, people get Botox where it freezes their face. It's like, can't tell if they're happy, sad, smiling,
Well, the first
Great poker face, though.
Don't show
the first time I started getting the Botox, like for my migraines, I said that shit to them. I'm like, listen, don't stick me with this shit if it's gonna make, if it's gonna make me like excited all the time. Or, like,
Constantly surprised.
yeah, so like they were like, no, it doesn't do that. It's just a slight side effect. It rarely happens. I'm like, you don't understand. I'm like, I'm that lucky. I'm like, if there's 1 in a million, I'm like, that's this guy. And they're like, no, you'll be good. Sure as shit. My eyebrows for the first time were like, bing, like and maybe nobody else ever noticed, right? But I noticed, right? Like,
You said,
why the surprise look?
and they're like, oh, it'll go away. And it did, because they're like, it's not a lot. And so like it was like that for like a few days or maybe a week, I don't know. And then like every time since, like it doesn't do it, but man, I don't know.
No, I can't. I couldn't. I mean, personally, I wouldn't have anything done.
Yeah, if it I wouldn't do it cosmetically.
Maybe I'd give myself an ass if I was.
well, if that was
Yeah.
a capability, sure. That would be my first go-to.
I can lean against the wall and my ass won't touch it.
No.
To me, it's
Put my
just
back to the wall.
for me, it's a tit for tat. Like it's just one. I just do it so I'm not like, it's better than the alternative, which is like, I get less painful migraines, and so that's
Well, no,
something.
but
Medically, that's what it was intended
yeah, it's
for.
not. It's not a. You're not doing it for vanity.
It wasn't for aesthetic originally.
Maybe. I don't know. I'll tell you, it works though. That shit, them shits were like, bing, like it was just these like over here. I remember, like they were just up there.
It's like I've never dyed my hair, never dyed this, never. It's like
I've never dyed my
if I were to come on Tuesday and this was all dyed, people would be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never dyed my hair. I just started getting gray like this past year. I want to say.
50 years old and she's just getting gray.
And I only have a few like right in
Some
there.
people it works. I don't know. Like,
Well, it's weird because my oldest sister was completely like silver gray by the time she was 30. I mean, by the time she was 30, she was completely
My
gray.
brother,
beautiful hair. But
my brother-in-law was like that when he was younger though. He was in his 20s.
yeah, well, she started in her 20s, but by the time she was 30, it was all silver gray. Like women pay money for that color of hair.
yeah, that's the crazy shit. Is there's
Yeah.
girls? I'm not talking like there's girls dyeing their hair silver,
Yep.
gray. Like, I mean, I'm like, what is going on here? Whatever.
Could be worse. Could be wearing a wig.
I don't.
It's just
I ain't never understood people before.
Mr. Lee's like, I'm still ginger.
right.
I've always been like comfort over everything. Always.
Oh, trust me, Val. If that was a thing, I'd be completely gray myself.
Diane says, I decided a couple years ago to let my hair go gray. I got tired of dyeing it and love it now. I'm glad I transitioned into that.
See, I think
I just go into the sun and it turns blonde. And
yeah, it's sickening.
there's a lot of gray in here, but I get in the sun and it goes like,
He's
you know,
like
surfer dude.
Beach Boy blonde.
Doesn't
That was
hit,
me as a kid too.
doesn't hit the chin.
I'll just take all this.
No, his hair's hiding it. Like,
What?
his beard.
Can't hide that.
From the sun, I mean.
Yeah, it's on the bottom shelf. That's why.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah,
You got me.
yeah.
That's what I meant.
It's like alcohol, like the top shelf. The good shit's up here, and
Yeah, and then you get the well.
we want that. You want the house brand over here? We got.
Bottom shelf.
Yeah, I forget what they call it.
Well,
That's how you. know.
WELL, the well.
Well, right. It is well.
Yeah, usually it's the stuff they keep on the speed rack behind the bar. Then they have the shit on the top shelf, and in the end, it all does the same thing.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the taste you got to fight with. Drake says, if didn't do something with my beard, I'd be a mini Mogs.
Mighty Rogues.
Stargazer, welcome.
Hey.
Great to see you. So yeah, guys, like I said, link, I don't know if anybody's been posting it. No idea. Here.
Well,
I
anyway,
did.
No,
it's only
definitely.
late.
Links in chat. Anybody wants to come on, join us, come say hi. Tell us how the new year's treating you so far. It is 111. We're into these numbers, and I actually text her at 111 saying it's 111 on 111. Happens all the time. I just pick up my phone or whatever and look at my phone. It's 111.
2:22 yesterday. I look at my phone, but I'm in the process of a transaction, just booking out some reservations, and the total comes up $222
And 0 cents.
and 0 cents even, and that's unheard of to not have any coins on a total on a balance like that.
Oh yeah, no. What did I just?
But it was at 222 when I was finished, when I finalized the transaction and the total came up. I grabbed my phone and looked at my phone first, saw what time it was, and then looked back to the computer, and I'm like, what the hell?
I was at the bait store, I think, the other day. I got some hooks, some bait, minnows, and rang it up, and it was exactly $13.
Yeah, that's odd.
I was like, what?
Unusual.
Weird.
I see 222s all the time. All the time.
Yeah, we're always seeing numbers. Even Judy said numbers are strong lately for me. They're strong all the time. Like it's just weird.
Yeah.
Multiple times a day you see them.
Yeah, Judy.
And it's not looking for them. It's just
Judy sees them too.
at random. I grab my phone.
When we first met,
Happens every day.
When I picked her up in Arkansas, when Jay and I picked her up, that was one of the first things she talked about for days leading up. She was seeing 222s everywhere, and I laughed because she didn't know.
Number.
She didn't know. She had no idea. 333 and 555.
I've been seeing all those.
Yep.
Saw 555s yesterday.
You did. I remember you saying. I don't remember where it was at, but I do remember hearing you say.
Pull into the driveway, and look up and it says 222 miles to empty.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird shit.
Laser's getting 9s. It's different.
Yeah, I don't see I don't see a lot of 8s, 9s, 7s.
I saw 6s for like a week.
6s isn't that popular, like with me,
Yeah.
for some reason, but most of the triple digits are 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s. Yeah.
I think 6 is the highest.
6, I don't know. It's weird.
To the extent that I looked it up because it, people equate 6 with a evil number.
Stargazers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 11, 11. But I get weird with numbers though, because like I'll see a number, for some reason I'll add them together.
Yeah, you're a numbers guy.
But I don't know why.
See, Blazer even said are things that adds up to 9s. Grasshopper's seen 4s, triple 4s for several years.
Bobby says I like number 7.
Yeah, that was my mom's number. That was her favorite number. Was
Yes,
7.
it is numerology, but it's just on a just on a recognition scale. I mean, we just pay attention to them.
Well, that's the
see
thing.
them, but-
we don't look for it. It's like smacks you in the face all the time. It just, yeah. Every
But
time
I
you
don't get
turn
into
around.
like numerology, like the meanings, and like I've looked up the angel numbers. Let's say like the triple or angel numbers. Look those up occasionally.
Like Blazer said, it's like 1111, and he had 56% on the phone. 5 plus 6.
Oh yeah, no, and 11's a master number in numerology. I know that much. What it means, don't know. But I do know that.
Is that the day you got hit by the bobber when it came up $13? Diane's wanting to know.
I'm thinking if that's when I got
The bait? I think maybe.
it was on Tuesday I got hit. I might have got the bait on Monday.
Monday. Yeah, because we went Monday to get the bait.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the day after. It was a good thought, though.
He's got hit with a buoy.
I know, I saw
It's
that.
like, yeah, it wasn't that big. It was just. It's made of wood. It's got a nasty spring on this end.
It's a spike. It's like a dart.
Because you pull the spring back and you hook it onto your line, you let the spring go, and it holds onto your line.
Show the other end.
But that's
Point-
not.
the
I don't
pointy
think.
end.
I don't think that's the end that hit me though.
The pointy end.
I think this end hit me
Yeah, it makes sense.
because it went straight up and
Dragged across
straight
the eye.
back down, and I think this because I saw it as soon as I looked up. I knew I made a mistake because it was like instant. I saw it and I was like, I couldn't react.
Mr. Lee says the Knowing End of the World Numbers movie. It's okay. I don't know that I've seen that.
It sounds familiar.
It does, but I'm not sure.
I want to thank you.
Who played in it, Mr. Lee? Who starred in it?
Did you see the reports of the aliens at the Miami Mall?
Yep. Seen it. My thing about that, and I'm going to say I said it from minute one, when I first saw it first and then I brought it to Moog's attention that next morning. My very first thought watching the most popular footage of it is whoever's up in whatever building and they're looking down on the street. The response from the police to me was equal to like 9/11. Like a national incident. It was just such a huge response. And all the news that we've heard here in Florida, or I've heard, I can't speak for him, but everything that I've heard, it was teenagers fighting, sticks, firecrackers. That was the reports, the calls that they were getting in. 4 kids were arrested. So you have a whole police force and then some.
And then some.
And then some. And only 4 kids were arrested. It's just something seems off about that. There's reports that there were 4 black choppers, flying around the area. There were reports that the Miami airport air traffic control was put on hold at some point for I don't know how long. I mean, these are just things that have been going on, rumors on the news, and I try to stay away from the internet, but that's where I found the story to begin with.
And well, then you heard one of these guys saying that what they put out there was a hoax. What they said was a hoax, or they weren't even there. They were trolling.
Yeah.
But yeah, regardless
there were
of
reports
what happened,
there were if
for
there's
that much response,
and there's so little footage, and today
from ground level and from the wall, you would think there would
and
be
if
tons
it
of
were
footage.
kids fighting, teenagers fighting, you know what happens? First thing they do is pull out a phone because they want to put it on YouTube. They want to put it on TikTok.
Every time there's a siren,
Yeah.
everybody's got their damn phone
There's
out.
not, and there was reports that the authorities were confiscating phones. Anybody that they saw with a phone or a device, they were taking them. I don't know how true any of that is, but it
Yeah.
just doesn't make sense to me that all that response from the police and hardly any footage from on TikTok, or it's all the same clips that you're seeing over and over again. It just seems odd to me.
I don't really consider 13 an unlucky number.
My mother actually thought that was a good luck number. Friday the 13th was a good luck day for her.
What is that? Trickstodextophobia, something like that. The fear of the number 13. Yeah, 13 doesn't bother me.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Ghost. Good to see you.
What's up?
Ghost Dragon ZW says most of the stuff was fake. Been watching this. Yes, you're right. A lot of it is. And again, it's not the footage that was put out. It's the footage that's not. That's my thing. Teenagers are. If it were teenagers, like they said, that caused all the commotion and that was the reason for the response, then where is everybody's TikToks and stuff of fighting and all that was supposedly going on? The reason behind the call, the response, should I say? It's just my questions. It's my opinion. What do I know?
I agree.
Just my thoughts.
Hey, Jay Fritz, what's happening? Yeah, it's just we'll never know. I mean, honestly.
Captain Lindquist said it. It's very fishy.
Fishy.
Very fishy. Yeah, Mr. Lee got that right. Jay Fritz, biggest knucklehead in Florida.
Oh, you know what I caught today, Jay? I got a
So he
chain
says.
pickerel.
So he says.
Shut up. Shut up, you. Yeah, that's the first time I've caught one here in Florida. Chain pickerel. It was I was surprised. It was maybe 15 to 18 inches long.
I didn't even know what the heck that was. I had to.
I Googled.
You
I like
Googled
took
it
a
and sent me
picture,
a
sent her a picture.
I was at work and he messaged me and said he caught a fish and said it was a chain pickerel.
I had to admit defeat today. What happened, Jay?
I don't even know what that was. So he sends me a picture from Google.
But I had sent the picture before you asked, like it was like the same time.
Oh, listen to this. So David Curtis, hi, welcome. Red Pill 78 showed footage of an active shooter situation at the same mall a couple years ago. There were 5 cop cars and a fire truck. The response the other day was over the top. It was way over the top. I mean, there were already 50 to 75 cars, and they were still coming
showing
across
up.
the bridge. They were still coming in full force. It's almost I heard somebody online say it's almost as if they had trained for this, event, this type of whatever, but to have that massive response, my question is, How many police are on hand within a quick response like that? I mean, that had to have been the full force. How big is the police force down there? I don't know. It's just weird to me.
Yeah, it seems
The
it
response.
seems the response was a lot more than they would have on duty at any given moment.
Yes.
Yeah, it was like, I mean, even if it was like,
It was that kind
reported-
of response for 9/11, in my opinion. I don't, I don't know numbers. I'm not claiming to have any idea, but in my opinion, it seemed to be that big of a response. That's the last time I remember seeing that many police respond to anything in this country. I mean, as far as I know, could be wrong. Probably.
Well, I'm trying to think like the Vegas shooting, and when that happened, there was a huge response.
Yeah,
that
but-
was an active.
Yeah, that was active.
There was a concert going on.
Yes, and people were actively being.
Yes.
Yes.
All these people. I was born on 13th. Yeah, right on. My dad was. He was born February 13th, and then died March? No, April 13th. Born on 13th, died on 13th.
Hey, Alex. Good to
Alex,
see
what's
you.
up, buddy?
It's funny because I'm looking at StreamYard and his comment says, "Good evening, guys," and then it says US with a thumbs up. I look down at my phone and that US is an American flag emoji. So I guess on StreamYard,
Oh, I was wondering about that
yeah,
because I always see it here on StreamYard. It'll say US or
yes.
NZ or
And
Australia,
I just
whatever.
realized that's he posted
yeah,
a
it's
American flag emoji.
yeah,
And it spells it out on StreamYard through StreamYard.
yeah. Mine's doing it different now. Now I'm seeing it like over here. I'm seeing the flag, and on my phone, I'm seeing the flag. So it's weird. But yeah, when I'm like hosting StreamYard, when I'm the host, it comes up like purple flaving.
Yes.
Yeah.
Blah blah.
Yeah, I think because it's a YouTube emoji or a Google emoji.
Right.
So StreamYard doesn't recognize a lot of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So all those new ones, like the pink waving hand, like for instance, or like that.
Yes, it'll say pink,
That's literally
pink
So
waving
like,
hand or whatever.
so like this somebody John P comes in, let's just say, and he always puts like 100 pink hands.
Yes.
And as soon as he comes in,
You got
the
3
whole
paragraphs.
text appears because it's like pink hand waving, pink hand waving, pink hand waving, pink hand waving. I'm like,
I'm scrolling back to Blazer's last comment. Last time there was that kind of response, someone stole the police toilet seat. Cops have nothing to go on.
I read that twice and it didn't make sense until you just read it.
I read it.
The last line. I was
know.
like,
I know.
he did something on Thanksgiving, like I seen him in a few different places. And he was like, "Oh, I shot my Thanksgiving turkey or something with a 12
Good night, Diane.
and like something like that." And he's like,
People in Walmart frowned upon it. Or
"Yeah,
something.
yeah." The whole grocery store was pissed off. Well, I don't know what he said, but it was hilarious. Like, shit had me rolling.
Well, welcome back, David.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
He said, yeah, what's up, everybody? It's been a couple of years since I've hung out in this chat.
A couple of years. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We've only been on a couple of
We're
years.
still here.
And then a couple more.
Yeah.
Yeah, still doing this silly bi-weekly event. But yeah, we're still having fun.
Hey, Bobby. Good to see you. Sorry I didn't say hi.
Claude Nolan.
Claude. Good to see you.
What do you say?
Star Trek movie.
Right on. Yeah, you can't keep me down. Just one
Me
day.
either.
Oh, you could have went on by yourself. I could have, but my emoji up and whatever the fuck you call those things. And you would have just heard me sniffling constantly because I was constantly blowing my
You
nose.
could have went on and been off.
The Avatar.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
Emoji.
It's the same thing, really. They just make shit up. It's like the pound sign on our phone for years. Just one day it was just, oh, this is a hashtag now. Like, just gotta rename it.
So what Star Trek was he watching? That's what I want to know. Catherine says a couple of years and a couple of babies. A couple of babies, it looks like. I'm confused.
Look, I'm like,
Oh.
I don't know.
Hey, Claude, be safe out there, man. It's going to get cold this week. I don't know if you're back, if you're still at your daughter's house. But, yeah, be safe out there.
Yeah, it's gonna be brutal.
Karen says, I like the Wrath of Khan. Plays her hashtag me too. Is it me or did Mike get further back?
No, he rolled back.
Oh, okay.
Did I? I don't know. I might have moved this thing a little bit. I've never been on this laptop thing before, so it's kind of relaxing because I don't have to be like up against this little tiny screen.
What'd you say, Jack?
Jay, what? Huh?
It's at the same time.
He's like, damn, these things work too good.
Well, see, now you know he's full of shit. All that shit he talked about Judy and me talking and talking and talking. He couldn't hear a damn thing.
I know they were making noise. Their lips were moving.
He's just mad because he couldn't hear us. I love you, Jay. You know I do.
Not funny, assholes.
Look at Judy. LOL.
Star Trek Into Darkness. I don't recall that one.
I don't either. But then again, I don't know any of them.
I like it when Judy's on and we get her live reactions because she literally like
just laughs.
Yeah.
Can you imagine spending 2 weeks, driving cross country and
oh
my God, she had me in tears the whole damn time, laughing and laughing. She's so witty and funny.
She is.
She's just great.
Bubbly, yeah.
Yes. Oh, trust me, I saw her pissed off at Jay. She can, she can flip that switch real quick. You pissed her off enough. Jay must have really pissed her off because I couldn't before that ever imagine her being angry at anybody. But that's what Jay would do. Drive you crazy.
Stargazer says, I wonder who thought, hey, you know what? Be cool for 2024?
Mall aliens. Right.
Kevin Smith went, why didn't we think of that? Oh, wait, we did mall rats. Okay.
Well, the first thing I thought of was Stranger Things. Like, when the aliens, the whatever, the mind flayer, whatever it was that season, comes and attacks them in the mall, and it's kids. The thing and they throw fireworks at it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, is it just me that's like putting this shit together here? I'm like, did they literally just like?
I didn't even think of that, but you're right.
But like,
It's like
it
something
seems
out of
like
the
they were
show.
like, we need to come up with something. And like, one of the cops was like, just at home watching Stranger Things. He's like, give him this shit, you know. Like,
Hey, that's a good storyline. Let's run with that one.
yeah.
Let's go. Oh, geez, now I gotta scroll back. I'm afraid to. It's something that Mr. Lee says, and I didn't know what he was talking about.
Jay says Judy can become Linda Blair on Exorcist when she gets pissed off. Judy, where did I lost it?
Would it be
Judy
the
said I
spinning
was
head or the projectile vomit?
Judy said I was afraid he was driving away and I didn't want to get separated. That's when they were following us on the rim. Because I remember we stopped at one spot just to get out and look, and she was pissed.
I'm just saying, right?
Right? No, you said it. I'm like, no shit.
What was it? The Simpsons? Was it the Simpsons that did all the predictions?
Yeah.
So now Stranger Things is doing it too?
Well, Stranger Things is basically like they're telling the Montauk story, but like a lot of the Montauk stuff, but it's so stupid because they had to put it in Indiana, so like it makes a lot of it doesn't make any sense. It's like a landlocked place instead of like it's just I don't know. Like we us knowing what we know over here, like we know what they're doing, but a lot of it just doesn't. It doesn't comply. Like the mall, there's no mall. Like it was, I forget what that was supposed to equate to. I want to say it was supposed to be like Brookhaven Labs or some shit. I forget.
That's what I was laughing about.
Jay says she kept saying, she being Judy, look there. I was 3 feet from 1,000-foot drop, and no way I was taking my eyes off the road. It was probably only about 600 foot, but you know.
I don't know. I remember where we stopped when they were fussing at each other was where you found that orange flower on the rock. That was more than a couple hundred feet. That was way down there. Coming around that bend. Beautiful. Absolutely.
Catherine wants to know what they're doing in Montauk.
Oh, shit. I don't know at this point right now, but.
Well, isn't that place out there? It's they work on something to do with animal diseases.
That's Plum Island, yeah.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of stuff between Plum Island. I mean, that's where ticks came from originally. Ticks started at Plum Island. It was supposed to be like a bioweapon. So, I mean, look, we're diving deep into the rabbit hole, right?
Yeah.
But that's where ticks started at Plum Island.
Sharon Guy said, Judy don't seem like she can ever get pissed off at anyone. See, Sharon, what you fail to realize is Jay will make a preacher cuss. He can very easily. What you give for talking shit about me and Judy talking?
Holy shit.
What's up?
John P. just came up.
See?
No, I see everything.
Oh, yeah. Wait, I do too.
Everything came up.
Right?
It doesn't say waving hand.
No,
it has the
that's the first time
waving
I've seen
hand,
that.
pink waving hand. Yeah.
On StreamYard, that's the first. And now look at this second one where he says Mikey.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Jay said she warned you though. She said, I'm really getting pissed now. She probably said it more than once.
Joe Pat, welcome. She's just got the notification. of course. Hour later. Actually, I haven't even gotten one yet.
I was gonna say I don't think I
I
have.
feel
yet.
left out.
Plum Island's real. The real is all hell.
That's a
I
fiction
tried to go
book.
there once. Got met with guys with machine
Keep it.
guns, and so and even the people who work there, they go to Orient Point, which is so Montauk's on the furthest on the south. It's like a fork, right? So Riverhead, we were just talking about earlier, is like the middle, like of the end, and then it forks out. So Montauk's the south point, Orient Point's the north one. So there's a ferry that goes from there to Connecticut.
Mhm.
I want to say that it goes to New London, maybe something like that. Anyway, there's a small ferry on the side, and the Plum Island workers have a little parking lot. They park there. They all have to get on the ferry. They get checked, everything. They get frisked on the way in, frisked on the way out, all that shit. They get ferried over and ferried back. So you never know what goes on there.
Papa Craig, good to see you.
Feisty Kitty, welcome. Hey, Papa Craig.
But even Brookhaven Labs used to be Fort Up. That's like real close to me. It used to be Fort Upton, and they still got a bunch of guys with machine guns there and stuff. But all these places go really far down. Look at them. If you look at them even from a map from above, you could see it.
I never got out that way. I never got all the way out to like Orient Point or Montauk.
Yeah,
My dad used to go fishing out of Orient Point.
it's good. It's good fishing.
Yeah.
Gardiner's Bay's out there. There's a lot of. I mean, shit. Billy Joel made a whole song about it. I think Down Eastern Alexa, right?
I thought that was more for like I didn't think it was Long Island referring to it. I thought it was like New England, Maine.
It says I leave from the Bell in Gardiner's Bay and something about Montauk at some point.
David Curtis said there was a congressional inquiry into the weaponization of ticks at Plum Island around 2019. The resolution seems to have died in the House, if memory serves. Interesting.
Oh, James Blockhound. Oh, Blockhound.
They're not weaponized. Those things are fuckers. They're parasitic.
Yeah. Leeches.
Yeah, they didn't invent the tick, though. I don't believe.
But
I trust the guy who
Maybe.
told me, but I never bothered to look, so I wouldn't.
yeah. Joe Pat asked David, was that ever Lyme disease? That was my thought.
Where was the tick invented? Let's see if it was invented.
You know what I mean. Well, that's the way you
Yeah,
made
I
it
know,
sound.
but that's
They
what-
invented the tick. I'm like, no, they didn't.
It shows me the tick, the blue. Remember the blue cartoon?
Yeah, that's what popped up.
That's funny.
Huh.
Yeah.
Carrying in firewood.
Yeah, I was just reading that too. Don't overdo it. Chris, her and her husband are carrying in firewood.
Yeah, I wish we had a wood burning stove or something in here, but it's Florida. so-
Oh, did the U.S. invent Lyme's disease in the 1960s? So that's all right. Did Lyme's disease come from Plum Island? That's
Yes.
so I just I don't know. You can look it up if you want. It's a little
No, I see what David said.
okay. It's a whole lot of
Yeah.
acronyms.
Shut up, Mr. Lee.
What do you say?
How's your diet going, Stephanie and Mugs?
Shh. Hush. Actually,
It's still in
I've been on a forced diet
it's
for
in
the
the planning
last
stages.
week and a half, I want to say. My stomach has been all over the place and I haven't been able to eat a whole lot. Scared to eat a lot.
Yeah, your stomach's been a little jacked.
It's been a lot, Jack. Today I feel good. Today's the first day that I've been able to eat and I feel good. I feel all right. It's still there. I can still feel it, but man, it's kicked my ass for the past good solid week. I want to
Still
say.
got to pay attention to it.
Yeah, no, I absolutely. It didn't just go away. I just feel good today.
Papa's still in the pit of hell?
Papa, get out of there. I don't think you belong there.
Figured they'd kick you up by now. I'm thinking
You got the keto
afraid you take over.
Locked him out.
Brought to you by Factor 75 and Hello Fresh. Papa's like, you got that right. Afraid he's going to take over.
Jane, good to see you.
Good night, Jane.
Have a good night.
Thanks for popping in. So yeah, guys, link is in chat. Now it is. Anybody wants to pop on, please click on the link. Come hang out. Say hi.
Please.
65 watching. Only 3 of us here. Come on.
Don't forget to hit the like, guys, as you're coming in.
Yeah. The little
At the end of the show.
down there.
If you do it now, make sure you come back in.
You don't have to leave to hit the like. If
Oh, well, if you're on the computer. I always look at it from my phone.
I think
I
the majority of people are on their phones.
I forget. Yeah, I don't know. Phone or computer? What are you guys using?
I say the majority's on the phone.
Probably. It's just easier. You can move around. I'm guessing Grasshopper's on a computer because he always says he's going out to smoke a cigarette. If he's on the phone,
Gonzalo
he
says,
takes
I
his
heard
food
hell
out.
was already on the carnivore diet.
Ha. Thank you, Karen. Hey, Tina. Hi. Tina says phone, feisty phone.
Chris says, gotta get more wood before the crappy rain, sleet, and snow come. In that order, LOL. Going to bring in around the cord. Heavy as crappy. LOL, but makes you strong. Tablet.
That's funny. Bobby, phone.
Laptop. Graz.
You didn't read that all the way.
I didn't have to. And yes, I did. Just not out loud.
Not out loud.
Judy says, Chris, we're fixing to get it. I'm in Arkansas.
Fixing to get it.
It just started lightly snowing. It's cold.
I'm gonna slide out soon.
You got a mod somewhere?
No, I'm not doing that. Well, maybe, I don't know.
I might.
I don't think so. I think I'm finished for tonight.
Bobby, I don't know if I've ever told you. My older sister did what you're doing at the post office for 35 years. She did that job. Retired just about 3 years ago, I want to say.
Yeah, it'd be a shitty way to lose a phone.
She went in straight out of high school and worked until she retired.
I just drop them in water and destroy them.
I just drop them. Doesn't matter where. All over the place.
When I was like, I don't even know how old I was. I did like a fall job for one of the local DPWs. They would go around with these big trucks and they had vacuums on them and we'd pick up leaves. So one day I got this new Walkman sucking those leaves, big hose on it. I mean, the hose, the head on it was probably
Mhm.
14 inches wide. Well, that I dropped that Walkman, fell out of my pocket, and that thing sucked it right up, sent it through that grinder. I was like, oh man.
You had to make a whole new mixtape. You had to wait for your songs to come on the radio. Like,
Blazer says 29 tonight. I'm cussing Canada right now.
I can't. That's unimaginable.
It's hard to cuss Canada. They're so nice.
Oh, I was talking about
No, that's
minus 29.
minus 29. Yeah, that's terrible.
Can't imagine it.
It's. I experienced it in Wisconsin, and I also experienced it in New Hampshire, northern New Hampshire, right on the Canadian border, where I was like, "This is ridiculous cold." We were. I mean, it was like my uncle shot a rabbit. I picked up that rabbit, walked 100 yards, and by the time I got to that car, that rabbit was frozen.
It's crazy.
That's how cold it was. We were up there hunting.
Welcome back, Griff. Good to see you. Lulu Bell.
Gonzaga says, I still got a Walkman and a couple mixtapes. What are we at? Guys, we have like 45 minutes left. Anybody wants to pop on? Now's the time.
Lisa, coldest I've ever known is minus 10 in Amsterdam.
Oh, in Wisconsin, I remember it was like with the wind chill, it was like minus 49 degrees or some crazy shit.
That's insane.
I had never, ever, I mean, Wisconsin, New Hampshire was cold, but this was like
It's crazy.
beyond.
I can't. I get cold below 60. I do. True story. I can't help it.
And that's what kind of turned me off to cold weather, was experiencing that cold. I mean, you guys live up there, whoever lives up there, you're used to it. I mean, I did like Jersey cold. Mike knows what it's like. Northeast cold isn't like.
It's
not like
you're
that.
Not kind of cold.
Yeah. Well,
You know,
yeah. Washington,
I come down here 23 years and yeah. Turned into
but even when I go to the mountains, it's like, it's not far, like distance wise, but like,
No.
that's why I gotta go. But I'm starving. But it's colder. Like, it's a lot colder than it is here on the island. Like, I don't know. Maybe the water's got something to do with it. I don't know.
Well, it's also, it's north, and the elevation, because of the mountains, it's that much higher above sea level.
Yeah.
I don't know what like the Catskills or the Adirondacks, like what their tallest mountain is.
Yeah. I mean, the Catskills don't really go. They stay in like in between 3 and like 2 and 4 for 5,000 tops. Adirondacks get a little bigger.
Good night, Val. Good to
Most
see
of the
you.
ones I hike are like around,
Take care, Val.
around 4,000, 440, something like that.
I don't know what I do with my phone. Oh, found it.
Found it.
Oh, what is that?
Chris, good night.
Good night, Chris.
You as well. Good to see you, hon.
What's the highest mountain peak in the Catskill Mountains? Slap.
Mountain is the highest peak in the Catskill Mountains of the U.S. state of New York.
Yeah, how fucking tall is it? It doesn't tell you. $4,200 feet.
Okay, sounds about right.
I never paid attention to how tall something was until I moved out west. Like how tall the mountains were,
Okay, so
above sea level.
I guess the Adirondacks is similar because the tallest mountain is Mount Marcy, which is 5,344. They seem so much bigger. I don't know why.
I mean, 5,000 feet is a good elevation, you know,
I guess, yeah.
because around 7,000 feet,
I
you'll
think
start to
Blazer
feel
lives. I think Blazer lives up high. Like, oh yeah, shit. 44. Yeah.
400. Yeah, when you get around 7, I think the oxygen, you'll start to feel like Flagstaff, for instance, is like 7,000 feet. You can feel the difference as far as the concentration of oxygen in the air. You get winded real quick.
Hey, good to see you, Flyby.
Judy says, "Oh, lightning just hit the ground so close it thumped the ground." Damn. What's up, Stu? Yeah, this has just been a weird winter.
It has. I mean, even like this morning, it was 43, and normally I'd be freezing. It really didn't feel. It didn't feel like it was 43.
I just mean the storm fronts that we've
No,
been
the
getting.
storms
It's
and the
constant.
temperature, the fluctuation, drastic. Like tomorrow is going to be 15 degrees warmer than it was today. It's been like that every week. We've had a drastic temperature change like that.
Laramie is a little over 7,000. Danny says the only time I worry about how tall something is when it's covered in hair.
Jimbo.
What's up, Jimbo? Great to see you, man. What's up?
Jim.
She says the humidity, Sharon, the humidity of rain makes it colder here in Louisiana. Papa says we really haven't had winter here this year, just still a drought.
And that's all I keep hearing is the lack of snow up north. You know?
Yeah, but even there's between like in the past 2 years, there are cities that are just like Philadelphia was snowless for 600 days or so,
Yeah.
you know, weird, you know, amounts of time. That a lot of cities like that.
Everything keeps flooding. Everything.
Oh, the Northeast, yeah.
Yeah, everything keeps flooding because it's stupid amounts of rain instead of snow. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, Jersey just got a lot of flooding. Pompton Plains, Pompton Lakes.
I was on the South Shore today, and I was just like ripping, and like I was going down the trails, and like I just not thinking about it that there was coastal flooding, you know, yesterday and the day before, you know what I mean? Just big puddles everywhere, mud, and like it's a mess. It's a mess. But there's so much stuff underwater. There was a guy, I mean, you know, in the county over, and it's got to get your kids to school somehow, and he's on a paddleboard with one of his kids in the front, one on the back, and he's just going down the street.
Sasquatch Confessions, what's up? Super cold front moving in today and tomorrow, but it's been like spring weather up until now. Yeah, it's been just across the country. It's been bizarre weather.
Well, I mean, it started with the summer, that intense heat that we got. You know, I've lived here all these years, and I think this was by far the worst summer that I can remember.
This was a brutal summer down here. It was hotter than Hades. and I spent it on the lake. I mean, it was just you're out on the water, you can't help. That's why I bundle up. You know, like I wear long sleeves, I wear the hat, I wear just to get out of the sun.
Yeah.
Because you don't just get it from the sun, you get the reflection off the water too.
Right.
Yeah. Well, even it could be cold too on the water, like even in the summer. Like people don't realize, like they be drinking whatever all day and shit, and then like you're coming back at dusk or whatever or after.
That's all
Everybody's freezing, shivering, shaking. You know,
Yeah,
what I mean?
like that's she
Looking
just
for
said
a
that's from the sunburn.
blanket, towels and shit, hiding from the wind. Like I'm like I'm always ready. I got my I bring my hoodie out there. I don't play that shit, and you learn early.
Hey, dog man.
Carry a hoodie in the summer. Like why? I'll show you later. Like,
Yeah, if I bust out, like if I'm not working, I'm busting out the long sleeve shirts, then it's it's a little chilly out. Doug, man, what's happening? Breaking news. It was hot in Florida last summer. Thanks, Danny. Just recap.
Ring in my ear.
You do?
How, like,
I just hear that. It's not loud, but I still always hear that
I'm still in
frequency, whatever the fuck it is.
The beginning of it was kind of harsh, but now I just hear it.
Is that better?
What?
Oh, I just got notified. I'm live. How far into this we are?
Almost
Sometimes
An
this,
hour and a half later.
sometimes this ring light like makes like a frequency noise. If I have it all the way up.
Did you just turn it on?
No, it's been on.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. No, I just,
No, it's not it.
it just hit me, and then it was
Okay.
like a ring at first, and then it's turned into a hum. Like I still hear it in my right ear.
I don't turn it all the way up.
What I hear is in my head.
No, this is
For both.
It's in my head.
It could be tinnitus. I don't know. All those years bouncing in rock clubs with live music.
Yeah, I don't know. I've gotten hit with such a loud ring that it's stopped me. I mean, literally, like when I was at the church that night, it almost floored me.
No, I hear, especially it's weird. It changes when it's raining out. Like if I go outside and it's raining out, I hear it differently. It's a different frequency. It's bizarre. Mogs, I've been hearing that frequency in my head since I was a kid or a child, excuse me.
Laser says, strange, everyone getting tinnitus at the same time. Right?
Yeah, it's a little strange.
Yeah, I only get it every once in a while.
No, I've had it for years. I mean, I'll still get the. Were you in a band, Mogs? No, dude, I was a bouncer. It was a place called in Lodi, New Jersey, called Wild Mike's. It's not there anymore.
It's because I left.
It was a biker heavy metal bar, but it was a fun place. We had fun. I think I was 21 when I started doing that, bouncing. I had fun doing that. Never got into a fight.
Dina P, good to see you, huh?
Hi, Dina. Did enjoy a lot of concerts. Yeah, it's not from. I mean, I've been to a few concerts, but it The closest I've been was in the club, because and the place was so small. This bar.
Jimbo said that's how he got the name Monster.
Yeah.
The Moog's the good bouncer. No, I never got into a fight. Literally, I'm serious. As an adult, from 18 years on up to 56 years old, I've never been in a fight. Like swung on anybody. I've removed people. I mean, I've picked people up, carried them off, and split them up, but I've never swung on anybody.
John P wants to know, you have Viking blood, Mogs?
I don't think so.
Only with dinner.
Mogs, have you perfected the headbutt then? I'm a black belt in headbutt. No, I don't know, dude. I remember one time these two bikers went at it, and I went to go like break them up, and I ended up like going over the top of them and falling, and just like, oh shit, and they're like right over me. So finally I got up and like just ended up bear hugging both of them and pushing them out the door.
John said that Bigfoot blood then.
No.
That's like the Roadhouse rule number 1, right?
Be nice.
Yeah, be nice.
Be nice.
Be nice.
What if you called my mother cocksucker? Well,
Is she?
be nice. Mike from Wild Mike's, he used to use that as like the fucking the bouncer Bible.
Yeah.
We have a meeting. We're gonna watch Roadhouse. Right down to that wave.
I'm so
Sounds like
mad.
that movie.
I didn't see that movie till like the first time I seen it was probably like a year or two ago.
I just saw it a couple months ago.
Yeah, I mean, but like I had never seen it before.
No, me either.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's a good movie.
There's
a
a lot
good
of
one.
movies I haven't seen.
I quote that like there's one line I quote whenever somebody calls me sir,
Excuse me.
and it's from the movie when he rents out that barn studio apartment, and he's talking to the guy Emmett, and Emmett's like, "So, do you like horses?" He goes, "Well, they like me." He goes, "Yes, sir," and Emmett goes, "Calling me sir is like putting an elevator in an outhouse. It just don't fit."
Just don't fit.
All right, Jimmy Hodge
that's
was
about
amazing.
that's about the time the helicopter comes in, right?
It's a witching hour.
All right,
guys.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm gonna slide out of here.
all right, brother.
Good to see
Thank you
you.
for having me.
Oh, thanks for coming on.
Glad
hanging
you're
out.
okay.
Taking
Yeah.
up some space.
Just dragging a bit, but I'm all right.
I hear you. Trust me.
get you.
I know.
I'll catch up with you guys.
All right, man. Get some rest.
All right.
Peace.
See you.
Cut him off.
You did that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oops. That's cool, Dina.
That is cool.
I've never done an airboat ride.
I got to do one on Lake Jessup.
It was just so damn noisy. I mean, we'd go fishing down in where the hell was it? Just south of
Started
Crystal
with an
River.
O. What's the name of it? Started with an O.
I know.
I can't remember names.
Yeah, I don't remember it either.
But I know it started with
Ozella.
an O. Ozella, yes.
It's just south of Crystal River, and
Right where we were fishing, there's
this-
a fence, a privacy fence, and just on the other side of the privacy
this
fence.
guy would let people come in and launch their airboats from there. So
Yeah.
that
Wasn't good for fishing.
no, it's just ridiculously loud.
Yeah. But they're fun. I mean, it's cool. If you're Have you ever been on one? Is that going to be your first time?
He says, maybe I'll see the skunk ape.
Everglades is it's pretty cool down there. If you're on an airboat, I'd imagine.
I've driven through it, just down Alligator Alley, but I've never
Yeah, that's not.
explored.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's
We
not-
went there, went to the skunk ape headquarters, and then went to a restaurant and had some gator.
It is, Mr. Lee. Airboat is with a big fan.
Yeah, it's actually an airplane engine, I believe, where some of them are V8s or whatever, but that's the one with
First
the
time.
big fan.
Very cool. You'll like it. It's fun.
Just wear those protective
Earplugs.
hearing that they,
Yeah, if you-
yeah.
Earplugs are good. Bobby says she hears
Judy, get away from the window.
airboats all the time in Lake Apopka. Apparently, we've had them right outside our back door.
Oh yeah, the town or the county actually, they have a few, because this is Lake County. There's dozens of lakes around, and they'll use them to spray for weeds. They've used it right outside our door. They'll come and put this. Well, I've told you about it in the past. They'll spray this out, whatever it is, weed killer.
Take care, dog man. Good to see you.
Good night. Be good. But yeah, they're loud. Lots of lakes. Absolutely, Bobby. What do you want to know, dude?
How much time we got? Kidding. Have you had any encounters?
No.
Not yet.
Not like no UFO encounters, no Bigfoot encounters or cryptid encounters. I've dealt with paranormal. I've had some weird fucking experiences. Seen orbs. Once in New Jersey, once here in Florida. Yeah, but no Bigfoot encounters yet. I know, be careful what you wish for, but I would like to see one. I think I can handle it.
I think we all would, in a sense, some way or another.
Yeah.
I can't say that
Safely
I've
see
seen one.
one.
Safely. Right?
I don't want to see it at 100 yards in a car. I mean, I want to see it closer than that because I want to know what the fuck I'm looking at.
Right.
100 yards, it's still a blob squatch.
Right. Hell, 50 yards for me, it's still me. I'm kidding.
Yeah, because I think at this point, I know about these things. I have a good idea that they exist, and I'm not. I know a lot of people here have seen them. I haven't. I have to be a skeptic. I believe they exist. I hate using the word belief, but again, until I see it for myself, there's always going to be that little doubt, So, but I was saying, since I've been in this subject for a while now, I would know what I'm looking at. Whereas my neighbor, who doesn't follow any of this shit, is clueless, might not know what he's looking at. I've seen bear in Florida. I know what they look like. I've dealt with them in New Jersey. I've dealt with them here. It's like
Been bluff charged here in Florida. So I'm reading Sasquatch Confessions. It says, I've had many encounters, UFOs, interdimensional crafts, Sasquatch, portals, lots of activity up here in British Columbia. Hey, UFOs and interdimensional crafts, what would be
What's the difference?
Yeah. That's my question.
Well, the portals would make sense if you had interdimensional crafts. have you found them to be related? Like, have you seen a Sasquatch come through a portal or step off of a craft or anything like that? You know what I mean? Like, you've seen this stuff, but was it all separate?
Hey, Pammy. Good to see you.
What's up, Pammy?
Happy New Year.
Indeed.
Yeah, I'm curious what would be the difference of interdimensional craft opposed to a UFO. Sister of Mode.
No, that is kind of curious.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they would both be called a UFO.
Well, that's what I'm thinking too, but maybe there is a difference. It's
Unless it wasn't, well, yeah, no, it would be flying. Craft. Didn't roll through. It's not on wheels.
yeah, Jimbo, we talked about that a little bit ago, the Miami incident. I just don't understand the police response for teenagers fighting with sticks and firecrackers. Just seem odd.
Bobby said that an unknown neighbor came forward and posted on BFRO at the same time in 2014 that she heard, or her sister heard, howls in Mommy's woods.
Well, I seen a triangle craft fly away. The interdimensional crafts was a giant light ball that told me it was here to show me interdimensional technology. I call it that because that's what it told. So I've seen a triangle craft fly away, and my impression of it the whole time as it was flying over my head, I'm thinking, you can't hear it. I see it clearly. I see the lights. I see the shape, the color. I'm thinking it could be something, maybe military or man-made. It goes down the beach, probably about a good 1.5 miles down the beach to the lighthouse. As the light's coming around to where the craft is, right as the light from the lighthouse hits it, shoom, gone.
Straight up
Gone. I mean, at that moment I knew. Yeah, I don't think we can make something like that. If we do, yeah, that's bizarre. Either way, it's bizarre.
Bristol, how are you? Nothing. See, we couldn't do it manned because the human body can't handle those types of G's.
But the thing too, and part I left out is as it was there hovering before the light hit it, I'm watching other lights come towards it. 1, 2, I'm counting them. 3. There's another one. There's another one. And by the 4th or 5th one, and the light comes around, it gone. I mean, like in an instant. It wasn't a second. It was just poof, gone. I don't know.
The portal was related to them.
I didn't know. Stargazer said I saw it in Florida around multicolored lights. See, what I saw was triangular. And it had a light on each tip.
Each corner.
Yeah. And one in the middle.
See, that's the other thing. I don't understand why a UFO or an alien
Would have
craft
lights.
would have lights.
And you
it doesn't
said
make
the first
sense.
time I heard you say that, I'm like, yeah, right?
We
Why?
use them as identification, navigation.
Or like you said, identification. To me, I think
So we can. I mean, they have strobes so other planes can see them and
Right.
shit. But it wouldn't
Like-
make sense
like
that an
lights
alien
on
craft would
towers.
have lights on it. You think their technology would be enough that they're relying solely on?
And what I
Yeah.
remember in the moment that this thing's flying over top of my head, I can hear the ocean. I could hear the wind, and nothing in the sound around changed, and I couldn't hear this thing going over top of my head. I mean, it was just bizarre.
Blazer says I still have a black triangle vehicle video I took back in 2001.
See, I don't know how long ago it was. I do have the tablet that I used to record it, and for the most part, you couldn't see anything. but a second or so as it was flying directly over top of my head, I had my tablet. I was sitting back so far in my chair recording with my tablet, I damn near flipped myself backwards. That's how over top it was.
Literally over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see Brown Dwarf's gone way of the UFO. He's been putting out. Seems to be. He got away from Bigfoot, and it's all UFO now. I don't know. We have too much air traffic as it is, so I don't know. To see like something at night that's a light to me, it's like it's a plane.
Yeah. Well, the
It's a
lights that
satellite.
I've seen
It's-
out over the ocean, my daughter and I sitting up on the lifeguard stand, the old wooden ones that you just kind of roll around, position wherever you want. I mean, those lights that we saw, I knew.
Did anyone else think
wasn't
the
natural.
aliens look like big parade balloons flopping? I didn't see any.
I didn't see any footage of anything that resembled an alien.
No.
I mean, the stuff that I saw, it seemed like it was AI after the fact.
Well, we
People
saw
were
that
posting.
from above with the
Like-
little
like
cop
what I-
cars, but
What I sent you yesterday, did you watch the beginning of that? I didn't expect you to watch the whole 20 minutes.
I
But
don't
the
know.
beginning of that video I sent you, it was video of 3 beings and people all around, and I don't know. I wanted to get your opinion on it.
it was completely silent.
Yeah,
100 feet
That's
above me,
exactly
3 red
what I
lights,
just said.
and a red light in the center.
and that's about how high above me it was. Same thing, white lights and one red in the middle. Same exact.
Jimbo says I would post videos, but I have to drive at least 80 miles to get out of the light pollution here. And here it's crazy.
Blazer.
I
is
have the
huge.
badass gear, though it's useless. It's not getting out. Well, you have to get out. Yeah, that's a problem. It's light pollution. Something I miss. I mean, we see the stars a little bit here, but there's too much light. Like this park that we live next to is all lit up, so that affects the
You
sky.
actually have to look away from the lake
Yeah.
to see the stars.
It's the one thing I miss about Arizona is their sky.
Oh God,
Yeah.
it was breathtaking.
And I've seen the sky in Pennsylvania like that. I've seen, as long as it's dark. Blazer said also saw a silver disc off the fantail of the USS LaSalle in 91. I watched it for about 2 minutes and it shot straight up. See, that's where I say it can't be a man, like a human, in a vehicle like that, because we can't handle the G's. That's the whole thing of inertia dampening systems, where if they don't have something along those lines where if the vehicle makes a left suddenly and you keep going, you're just going to smash up against the wall of the vehicle. So there's got to be a system involved that
Yeah.
negates that. My first stick said she saw the same kind of craft. It lit by the lake and took off. Sharon, you got a video? Send it.
Yes. She said it was very AI to her. And Judy's right.
That's the mall footage.
Yeah, Judy's right. She said something about there were reports that people were saying that it looked like holographic. The 3 beings that were supposedly there.
But still, all those cops.
Yeah,
It's
that's what
just
I'm saying.
crazy.
That response, that quick, and that many, it was baffling. And the one scene, and the one part of the footage that they keep showing over and over again everywhere, you see the flashlights from all the cops that are, like they're all scrambling, in one area. It just seems odd because not just the ones that are all there lined up with their lights and sirens, but you look and the bridges both sides, they're still coming, and I mean tons of them are still coming.
And that was New Year's Eve, right?
No, I think it was the day after New Year's, the second.
New Year's Day.
The
No, I
second.
thought it was either New Year's Eve or New Year's Day.
I don't remember. I don't know for sure. Now I'm doubting it.
Jay Fritz says, got a flight school that flies right over our place sometimes. So I'm thinking they're going to come through my window.
Unidentified
Flying amateurs UFA. Oh, where I work, we get, I work on a marina, and right next to us is the airport for all the seaplanes.
Oh, they land and take off right there
Right
because that's
there.
where they fuel. They fuel up right there.
We fuel at the
Next
same
to 'em.
fuel dock,
Yes.
just different pump.
The other day we went to go fill up the boat
Had to
and
get
we
out
had
of the way
we had
of
to
the
get out of the
fucking
way of the plane trying to take off. Well, he was leaving the fuel pump.
Just looked up. I was like, oh, we
Yeah.
can move.
Well, I looked up. I was like, oh. Jimbo said people calling in gunshots. There's going to be a lot of police, but that's the thing. All the reports that I heard, it wasn't gunshots. It was teenagers fighting with sticks. and
That's what you
fireworks.
heard.
Yeah,
Fighting with sticks.
and firecrackers or fireworks. Firecrackers, I think, is what I.
Maybe they said that. Oh no, because if there's an active shooter, it's always there's an
Oh.
active shooter situation somewhere. They always say it. This was just weird.
Yeah, and it was such a quick response for the numbers of like how many police were out there.
Anyway,
Quick, like they were almost on standby for something to happen.
Griff, good night. Take care. Thanks for hanging out.
Blazer. Old Navy has out of this world deals.
Must have made some out of this world deals.
Yeah, and then I heard other reports of it was gunfire after the beings were being seen. I don't know. It's hard to say. You hear so much crap.
Somebody's got footage. Somebody's got ground
That's the
footage
thing.
from down
Yeah,
there. I mean,
you would think. I mean, that's the surprising part too, is that
I don't
all
know.
the people that were there, all the kids that they claim were there and fighting. When there's a fight in school, everybody breaks out a phone. You see it all over TikTok. You see it YouTube, wherever, Instagram. Yeah, just seems odd that there's no footage. I don't want to say no. There's minimal.
Bristol says, but even if it was an active shooter, it would take time for a response, not lines and lines of cruisers.
Absolutely, that's my point. It would take time to have that big of a response to get them all there. Danny, good night. Good to see you.
Take care, Danny.
Mr. Lee, threw you a big old kiss.
Thanks for chilling with us. Not commenting.
We got 5 minutes left. Where the hell did 2 hours go?
Oh, okay. Claude had mentioned he had watched that Star Trek movie, but he texted me and tells me which one it was.
Oh.
Because this was when James T. Kirk was just starting out as a starship captain. All right. Tiberius.
Yes, that's true, Bristol. And then there's the airspace being locked down and the apparent blackout. Yes, every one of the stores have cameras. You would think eventually there'll be footage.
Night, folks. Take care of that eye, brother. If you need, just ask. Thank you, Jay. Yeah, we got to hang out soon. I mean, shit, we're only blocks
Three.
away.
3 miles.
A few city blocks. If you're in the city.
Right. That's Judy said. Supposedly the phones were vindicated and photos and videos removed. That's what I was saying. I heard they were confiscating phones. Anyone they saw with the phone out. So supposedly the video of all the flashlights were the police scrambling, stopping everybody.
Doesn't make sense.
It does not. None of it does. Joe Pat said I saw one guy that said police took phones.
Sharon, good night.
Good night, Sharon. We'll talk soon.
I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yes, that's
Everything's
amazing
going
news.
well for you. That's good.
And then you've got to figure the police would have their body cams. So something's got to come out eventually.
I would usually say that they wouldn't get them all, but with that many cops,
Right?
there's no way they could get them all. There's
No.
no fucking way.
No. And I heard one guy gave an interview and he said, look, when something's going down like that and he claimed to see the beings, he said, you're not thinking of stopping and taking pictures or video.
Somebody was.
I get that, but they weren't the immediate people that were supposed to be surrounding these things or that these things were approaching. There were probably twice as many people, watching or in the vicinity of that would have had a phone or camera or something going.
David says exactly what the fuck are they hunting down there? Godzilla?
Right. Yeah, that'd be cool, Jimbo, to know for sure, because the police report says no. They reported to the news. The news says no, but there's immediately after that next morning is when I first saw the footage, the very first footage of it, and that was one of the first things that I heard, that air traffic control was ordered to stand out.
Yeah, but then I heard later that it wasn't.
That it wasn't. Yeah,
None of that.
Exactly.
Judy, good night.
Good night, Judy.
Talk to you soon.
Be safe. Stay away from the windows.
Too much lightning.
Lightning.
Yeah, everybody that's when you leave here, like we said, there is some nasty weather coming, so you guys be safe.
Yeah, indeed.
I don't want to hear anybody slid off the road into a ditch.
Shouldn't be on the roads.
And that's something I've said it before, and I never understood about Wisconsin. First snow, there's just cars in a ditch both sides of the road. I'm like, you guys fucking live here. Aren't you used to this?
Yeah, I was just
Some say Jumanji so we can end this crazy shit. Yeah, that is some bizarre shit. But then, it's like
I've been to that mall. The Ross Dress for Less. It's right there, Bayside, when you're going down Route 1. I've stopped in there to buy a bathing suit on the way to the Keys. It's a huge, huge mall. It's a big place.
Danny says everything's fine. Giant alien jellyfish invade your neighborhood.
Right.
I didn't even I heard, but I didn't check out that story. I think Goofon just did something on it. Something about
Yeah, I remember. I read it out loud and then
jellyfish. Yeah,
didn't click on it.
I didn't click on it. I was like, Papa, it's med time.
Yes. I hear the alarm.
But yeah, we're at 2 hours. Damn. Well, again, sorry we missed your Tuesday, but
Yeah.
shit happens. Does it?
Yeah.
But we will be
Mr.
back
Lee?
next Tuesday. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just saying good night, Mr. Lee. He said, "See you, peeps."
Good to see you, Mr. Lee. It's good to see everybody.
Right.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight.
Thanks for hanging out.
We'll be back on Tuesday. If you enjoyed the show tonight, please hit that like button below. Share, leave comments.
Comments are fun. I like reading comments.
Oh, I just done my post, my community page post to say I wasn't going to be on Tuesday. I don't think anything's got that many comments.
I know, right? I thought it was funny when Barry said I punched you in the eye.
Yeah. But then Danny was the closest. He said, I bet he got a hook in the eye.
Yeah.
Nope. Close though. The hook missed me.
Good thing.
Yeah.
Blazer, good night.
Reminds me of that song, Welcome to Earth, Third Rock from the Sun. Who was that? Was it Joe Diffie?
Tasty Hale.
I've sung that song before in karaoke.
Have you?
Yeah. It's a fast. It's a good song.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, guys. Be safe. Be careful out there in that weather.
Have a good weekend.
We'll see you Tuesday. Thank you so much for hanging out again. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. Peace and God bless.